What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Tony Bruce TV. I'm your host, Tony Bruce, and today we're going to talk about how every failure is a learning experience, right after the intro. What's good? And just like that, we back. Once again, I'd like to welcome everybody to another episode of Tony Bruce TV. I'm your host, Tony Bruce. Connect with me on Instagram at Tony Bruce TV, and I'm on Facebook at Tony Bruce Music. If you feel like this content can help everybody, can help anybody in your circle, just go ahead and pass that around to them. Make sure they can get the information. If you like the content we release on this channel, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and punch that notification bell so you can get all the content I release on this channel. Now with that out of the way, let's get into today's topic, which is every failure is a learning experience. Now y'all already know how I talk about in my episodes. I tell y'all over and over that success is a zigzag, crooked road filled with setbacks and obstacles. And anybody that tell you it's a straight line, they lying. There's no straight line to success. So, but the game is never over until you quit. And every failure or obstacle you may run into, that's simply a chance for you to learn, change, adapt, and try again. So you keep going and adapting until you reach your goal. And sometimes, you may think you may be on one road, and you may learn so much along that road to where you decided to switch up the way you're doing things altogether. Some of these obstacles could be like a lack of money to invest in yourself. It could be toxic friends and family members, or maybe just personal life changes. But if you really want your success, you just got to go hard daily, learn from every mistake you make, and have the mentality that you never lose. You either win or you learn. So there's no such thing as failure. You're either going to win or you're going to learn. So it's not the strongest that survives, but it's the species that can adapt. So you're going to have to be flexible with your methods and your approach. And sometimes you're going to have to maneuver differently than you originally planned. That's cool. Just trust the process and focus on getting better every day. While everybody else is, spending hours watching TV shows, binge watching Netflix, playing video games and bar hopping, you're going to be in the dojo sharpening your swords. Just look at it like this. Like, if you want something different in your life, then you're going to have to move different. You're going to have to become a different person in order to experience a different life. So when I say you in the dojo sharpening your swords, I simply mean that you're going to have to be in your creative workspace, creating or learning about your craft or your skill. I'm not saying work, no play. You're going to always need your downtime, but look at it like this. Are you producing consistent content on your current schedule? The way you're moving right now, are you getting the results that you want? If you are, then cool. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're not getting the results you want, then you need to switch up your schedule, switch up something that you're doing, and choose better habits that your future self is gonna thank you for. Just every now and then, just remember, you need to monitor your progress. You need to check yourself and design your life the way you want your life to be, or someone else will. Granted, I understand, like I was saying earlier, it's not work, and you're gonna need your downtime. But your downtime should be much smaller than your leisure time until you reach your goals. Take breaks, but never take days off. When you take a day off, you in essence are taking like 2 or 3 steps backwards, and you're kind of disrupting your momentum. So what you want to do is, always remember to stay consistent, learn what you have to, or hire who you have to, or, take a class if you have to. Do whatever it is you need to do to learn what you need to know, to do what you need to do. If that makes sense. So just sharpen those swords, make sure you're in that dojo daily, doing your due diligence, doing what you need to do. And look at it like I said earlier, you never fail. You only make a mistake. So just learn from that mistake and come back. And don't listen to the naysayers and the haters. You just keep doing what works for you. Only take advice from people who've already done what you're trying to do. Or, from people who have done what you're trying to do successfully, or they're currently doing it successfully. Those are the only people really you want to take advice from when it comes to like something specific to your industry. A A lot of times people, they give you advice and it's bad advice because they're giving you advice either based on their fears, their own personal fears, or based on lack of knowledge, lack of information on what they're talking about. So it's always best to get information from professionals. And so this video went a little longer than I expected, but that's my short rant on how every failure is a learning experience. So just make sure you guys, you ladies and you gentlemen, keep sharpening those swords, keep learning, keep hustling. And you already know how I like to end my shows. I like to leave y'all with a book, something to go along to help you along on your journey. So the name of the book today is No Fear of Failure, Real Stories of How Leaders Deal with Risk and Change by Gary Burnison. That's No Fear of Failure, Real Stories of How Leaders Deal with Risk and Change by Gary Burnison. So if you don't forget, if you like the content we put out on this channel, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, punch that notification bell. I drop videos twice a week. If you feel like this content can help anybody in your circle, make sure you share that with them also. That's been another episode of Tony Bruce TV. I'm your host, Tony Bruce. Connect with me on Instagram at Tony Bruce TV, and I'm on Facebook at Tony Bruce Music. So until next time, y'all remember, keep hustling, make moves, not excuses, and I'm out.
Yeah, Carolina coolin'. Yo, country brother with the flow, give you nothing but skill. South Carolina native, born and raised in that steel. Relocated to Saluda, man, I miss the feel. Women came from all over, half naked with heels. Got out of high school, thinking to myself, what's next? Joined the military, stack checks, marching in step. Did my time, no sweat, packed my bags and left. I've traveled east to west, but Carolina's the best. My windows down.